Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the May 29th, 2020 edition of Pro Wrestling Throwdown. I'm Caleb Black. This is Luke the Big Dog Williams. We're coming at you on Friday night. Got some scheduling stuff going on over the weekend, so we had to get it in tonight so we wouldn't be late. Luke, how are we doing this Friday?
Doing all right. A lot of wrestling to talk about. Good storylines, bad storylines. I mean,
it was
a lot of stuff.
Busy week.
Really was.
It was a busy week. Don't forget, leave a shout out for our in-studio producer, the mighty Maximilian. Max, how are you this Friday night?
I'm hanging in there. Had to sit through some rough matches, but got to see some good ones too.
There were some pretty good ones. We're going to get into all of that, but first, going to cut right in with what's news in wrestling. News this week. Got quite a bit going on. Now, we will cover some of the obvious stuff, the goings-on and the appearances, but we're going to do all of that in the recaps of the episodes that we watch, so stay tuned for those. But the big news we're talking about today, first of all, Drew Gulak has been signed.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Well, he was released out of nowhere.
That's true.
His contract just came due. Unfortunately, they came to terms, so he's back on TV now, which we love to see because Drew's a great hand.
Yes. I mean, and for them to lose the story that they've been building with him and Daniel Bryan would be a mistake.
I completely agree. Other news we have going on, Ric Flair, also back in business, has settled with the WWE over the man copyright.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the legend?
I think that there really shouldn't have been a dispute. I mean, he is the man.
That's
He's
true.
always claimed to be the man.
That's right.
To be the man, you got to beat the man. And obviously, in court, you can't beat the man.
It's difficult to beat the man in court. Fought the law, and the law won. Samoa Joe, sitting at the desk as Jerry Lawler's current permanent replacement due to injury.
Yeah.
What do you think about Joe on commentary? I like it because it's another experienced hand. Well, that's something that Jerry Lawler did very well. He understood the wrestling business, and while he was the color guy, he offered his experience and his ability to call matches, and Joe can talk.
Joe can definitely talk. He's always been a stick man. I think that I really do enjoy Samoa Joe on the headset.
Agreed.
Doing the color. Only thing I don't like is I don't like the way he got there. I think that Jerry Lawler made a mistake in something that he allowed to be said over the headset.
Yeah.
Once again, I will iterate, he didn't come up with it. It was fed to him through the headset.
It was another outdated joke that some of those guys have the unfortunate happenstance to make.
But, I mean, Samoa Joe has proved himself on the stick behind the commentating booth. He proved himself that he can handle that kind of thing.
I completely agree. Nigel McGuinness was working commentary at the NXT desk, has been furloughed by the WWE. I imagine it has a lot more to do with COVID restrictions, travel. Obviously, Nigel's health has to be taken into consideration.
Yeah, always number one concern.
So Nigel McGuinness out. We're hearing a lot more of Renee Young.
Yes.
At the desk.
Well,
between her and, of course,
between Mario talking, you kind of get some sound bites of Renee Young, but she's there.
I love Mauro Ranallo but there is.
Oh no! Don't get me wrong. I think he's a great announcer.
But no, you're right. There is the stigma that he might overtalk his broadcast partners.
It happens.
Bray Wyatt off TV welcomed in his second-born child. Number two. Congratulations to Bray. Hope the baby's healthy. Hope the mother's doing well, and hope the family. Hope to see you back on TV soon enough. Last bit of news we're going to cover. This one's kind of interesting. Ken Shamrock.
Hold on, let me get a drink of water so I don't go, dry.
Oh boy, Ken Shamrock. I guess this came out in his book.
That's what I'm understanding. Something that was a quote out of a book.
Has admitted that he was an ecstasy dealer.
Hold on, let me get dry. Yeah, that's a big friggin' eyes, but a nice friggin' fish. Yeah, it was ecstasy. That's one person. I would have seen Val Venus selling stuff on tour before I would have ever seen Ken Shamrock.
Val Venus just opens up the towel. Hey, kid, want some pot?
I think that I would have been more prone to hearing him pushing some kind of steroid,
sure, yeah.
or something along that nature.
Could you imagine if he was pushing really hard? Are you going to be the guy who tells Ken Shamrock no?
It's like, you need to take this ecstasy.
Hey man, how much money you got?
Yeah. I got some ecstasy to sell, but I don't do it. I said I got some ecstasy to sell.
It's either you take this ecstasy or I'm going to shove it down your throat and take your money. That's obviously where we're making light of the situation.
Bart, You need some of this. But my name's Billy. It doesn't matter what your name is. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
But yeah, no, that's kind of unheard of, but it makes sense. I think if you look at it in retrospect,
sure,
it could be the reason why his push got canceled and the reason why they didn't re-sign him.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, substances and stuff have always been going around in the locker rooms. That's part of the wrestling culture. Unfortunate. Yeah, this was way before some of the health restrictions and some of the wellness tests and some of the steroid scandals. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it was before that they really put it into thing. Now, my thing with everything is that, wouldn't you think Ken Shamrock? Well, I mean, I guess you would keep it quiet if Ken came up and was like, "Hey, man,
once again, are you going to be the guy who goes to the office and be like, Ken Shamrock gave me ecstasy?
He's just going to catch you in the back. He's going to give it to you. He's going to give it to you, I mean, it's crazy to think of.
That is fantastic.
But, I mean, back then, the Bible would just been like, well, did you say thank you?
And let's be fair, ecstasy's not like the worst thing some of these guys were taking at the time.
That is also
At least
true.
He wasn't pushing, meth.
Yeah.
Like, hey, kid, want some meth?
You want some of this? Yeah. No, but I mean, stuff back then, that's not really that.
We in no way encourage anyone to take meth from Ken Shamrock.
Yeah, but Ken Shamrock's meth, not a sponsor. But no, I mean, it's fun to joke about, but it's. I mean,
it is what it is, man. It's
no one died. Yeah. So I mean, I guess no one would have told him.
Not to mention, it took a lot of guts to come out in his book and admit that.
Be like, Ken, was this your ecstasy that killed so and so? No, it wasn't. Well, all right, then it wasn't Ken's. Let's knock on Val Venus's door.
Hey, kids, want some pot? I just see you like the trench coat guy, like it's all like tucked into the towel. That's fantastic.
Don't use the words Val Venus and tucked in the same sentence.
All right, guys. Well, we are yucking it up today. It's going to be a great show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave us a comment down below. What'd you think of the news this week? Would you have taken Ken Shamrock's ecstasy?
You know you would.
Let us know in the comments or by sending us an email at ProWrestlingThrowDown@gmail.com. And of course, now you can like us and add us on the Facebook at Facebook.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown. And that's an immediate tap in. We're both moderators. As soon as you send an email over there, we can answer that immediately.
We will be on it immediately.
Yep. So be sure to like the pages. Be sure to leave us your comments about the news. And stay tuned for the pay-per-view post show where we cover AEW's Double or Nothing.